Hi everybody, this is your pastor, John Middendorf. I want to talk to you a little bit today about Holy Week, the schedule, but also the importance of Holy Week. Holy Week comes, as you know, at the end of Lent, but Lent kind of feels like it has lasted for a whole year. Some of you have even said that to me. Why would I jump into the season of Lent when the last 12 months worth of pandemic restrictions and the isolation and the doing without and all of that all has felt like Lent? I hear you. And not only do I hear you, I think I resonate with that as well. At our household too, this entire past 12 months has felt a lot like Lent, which makes Holy Week and then the season of Easter all the more important. You can develop some habits over the course of a prolonged season of Lent that need to be engaged and then overcome in the season of Easter. I don't know about you, but there are some in our fellowship who have gotten into some pretty bad habits that result in isolation and doing without, and in this case I'm talking about doing without camaraderie, doing without community, sort of opting out and disengaging from life. And we know in our heart of hearts that that is not the ethos of the season of Easter, a season of hope, a season that celebrates life and future and the presentness of God. And so I want to invite us this year to take more seriously than ever the opportunity to re-engage in our own journeys of faith, but also with our community of faith during Holy Week and then in the Easter season. And so here comes the Holy Week schedule that starts every year with Palm Sunday, the most ironic day of the year, when we remember and then in some sense reenact this giant parade that happened welcoming Jesus into Jerusalem as a conquering hero, although we will learn as we work through the texts that are given to us that day that this Jesus, while a conqueror, doesn't conquer in the way that perhaps we want him to conquer, but conquers in a way that actually changes the world. Hopefully you'll be here for the big march and the palm branches and all of that on Sunday, March 28th. We won't have any activities in the building on Wednesday night. That is our tradition during Holy Week, to take Wednesday night completely off in anticipation for the rest of the week's activities. For example, on Thursday night at 6:30, we will have an all-online event to remember and celebrate in some sense Maundy Thursday. Maundy, which means mandate, the mandate to love one another as we see Christ loving in John 13 when Christ washes other feet. Pastor Jason Smith will again lead us through a celebration of the breadth of our community here at OKC First and how it is, even during a pandemic, that we've been able to embody this mandate to love one another. So that's 6:30. There will be a Zoom link that will be made available to you, 6:30 on Thursday night. Everyone is welcome. And then on Friday night, 8 p.m., one of my favorite moments of the year, our annual Tenebrae service, a service of silence and darkness and shadows. We will have an online component like last year, but we will also be gathering in person for those who would like to. We will again be socially distanced and we will ask people to wear masks, but we will be in the sanctuary to watch as the story is told, telling the story of God's desire to be present with us in the incarnation of Jesus. And so we will tell these stories and light candles along the way, and then we will tell the story of that last week of Christ's life, the Passion Week, when slowly but surely that light is extinguished. And as other years, we will ask people to leave in silence as we are contemplating what we have just seen, that the God made flesh in Jesus has died. I know it's kind of a late night, but I hope that you'll make plans to join us, either online or here in the sanctuary at 8 p.m. Friday night for one of the most meaningful moments you will ever experience. Holy Saturday will be a little bit different this year. It won't take place until 4 p.m. after the vaccination clinic. So if you'll email us at info@okcfirst.com and let us know that you're coming for the cleaning event that starts at 4 and lasts until about 7, that would be super helpful. We know all the hands that we can get to make sure that we are ready for Sunday morning. Which brings us to my very favorite time of the year, Easter Sunday morning. And it's still going to be a little different because of the pandemic, but we are headed in a hopeful direction. So we'll have 3 services for you on Easter Sunday morning. The first one will be our sunrise service, hosted by our Word and Table congregation and Dr. Gerard Tashton and Dr. Logan Kruk. That will take place in the Atrium at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. And then we will have 2 identical services in the sanctuary, one at 9:30 and one at 11 a.m. Again, just to try to make sure that we are keeping safe distance, and we will again ask everyone to wear their masks, but man, we are going to sing. We're going to sing a lot, and we're going to celebrate how it is that God in Christ has overcome sin and death and given us all a new lease on life, capable then we are of having new habits and new practices. That is the ethos of Easter, that there can be a newness to life, a hope and a future. And after the last 12 months we've had, we need Easter, and we need the Easter season. We need that sense of hope and newness and freshness. So join us and bring people along. Bring people along to that Easter sunrise service or either one of those other services, 9:30 or 11 a.m. Cannot wait to see you and sing with you the hope of the resurrection.